Style of play football, Champions League draw. This is a moment for many of the English clubs, but also some of the European clubs as well. Before we jump straight into it, before we do anything else, if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like. Let me know your thoughts as well while we're here live. If your team's involved in the Champions League, who would you like to be drawn against in the last 16? But yeah, this is a bittersweet. If any of you that don't know, I'm a Chelsea fan, so it's a bittersweet doing this after a thumping by Arsenal, albeit 1-0. But there's still some good teams in the Champions League. It's a new day. We've drawn a line under that performance yesterday. But let's have a quick look at, before the draw takes off, let's have a quick look at the who play who's left in there. Let's see if we can bring this up. So let's look at the group winners for the Champions League. So we've got Napoli, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Manchester City, Porto, Tottenham, Real Madrid, and Benfica as the group winners. So they topped their groups. The group runners-up include Liverpool, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Borussia Dortmund, Club Brugge, Frankfurt, RB Leipzig, and PSG. So there's some interesting fixtures to be drawn out of this. I think, you know, whoever is drawn against who, especially again for the English clubs, you look at Tottenham, Man City, Chelsea, obviously Liverpool, some fruity, juicy ties hopefully to come. You know, I think Chelsea, as a Chelsea fan, want to try and avoid PSG, but I'm pretty sure we will get PSG. So it's written in the stars already. But there's some good fixtures in there. I think there'll be some good ones coming out based on who's in the runners-up and who's in the winners pot as well. So the draw has just, well, the show for the draw has just started. So normally they do all that stuff at the start, don't they, where they want to try and give you all this razzle and jazzle. We just want to know who we're going to be playing in the next round. But whilst we're waiting for the draw, some interesting news came out this morning, although I reported on it yesterday, around Ralph Hasenhuttl, who has left Southampton. He left, I think, yesterday after the defeat to Newcastle. There's been talk about Sean Dyche coming in for the job. I don't know. Does it suit Sean Dyche to go there? I don't know. I don't know if it does. But you never know. He was on Sky Sports News at Monday Night Football the other day talking about he's ready for a new challenge, a new job. But Nathan Jones, the Luton manager at the moment, is another manager that's been in question or in contention for the job at Southampton. So it's going to be interesting who they do bring in. I do feel like Southampton have got a really good squad, really good crop of players there. But I think, you know, whoever they go for, they've got to give them the right time, the right finances to do the job as well. I know they've spent some money, but if you look at Southampton, even going back to when Sadio Mane was there and, you know, all these other players that they've had at the club, they haven't really invested that money wisely, don't think. And, you know, maybe get a Southampton fan on here one day to tell us that. But yeah, it's not, you know, I don't think Southampton are one of those teams that will potentially get relegated at any point, but I do think they need to install a really good manager, maybe build from the foundations up and bring someone in that can do a decent job there. So I think Nathan Jones, Luton, it's a massive step up coming from, you know, the Football League into the Premier League, but who says no? You know, Sean Dyche for me, I think would be another good one, but Hasenhuttl had to go. I think his time was done. I think they got battered 9-0 a couple of times as well in his time at Southampton. So, you know, to hold 18 goals it's not very good, man. But let's get back to the Champions League, because obviously the Europa League is today as well. Let's have a look. The final is in Istanbul this year as well. Let's have a look at some of these as well. This gives us should hopefully give us the dates. So the round of 16 will be played the 14th and the 15th and the 21st and 22nd of Feb, and then the 7th, 8th, 14th and 15th of March. We then get the quarterfinals, the 11th and the 12th and the 18th and 19th of April. Semi-finals will be on the 9th and 10th, 16th, 17th of May. final in Istanbul, as I just said, on the 10th of June. So as you can see, I mean, look, Liverpool fans, talk to me, because this here, hopefully this video doesn't get taken down now that I'm showing this, but this here was probably one of the best Champions League nights ever. Even me as a Chelsea fan, I can admit that. I remember watching this game thinking, wow, AC Milan, you know, like Shevchenko, they had brilliant players in that AC Milan team as well. And, you know, Hernan Crespo. Let's be honest. I mean, that Liverpool team wasn't the best. I mean, it wasn't the best. It was was put back out on that pitch, you know. Yeah, brilliant from Liverpool. I mean, you know, on Risa there with the cross in. Brilliant from Gerrard. Gerrard carried the team that night. Let's be honest. I think that was when we got to see Gerrard really developing as a leader. I know we'd done it before. I know we'd done it through the ranks and he'd come up, but that night I feel like Gerrard definitely, you know, we opened a new door when it comes to Steven Gerrard, because he was immense that night. Chabi Alonso, very, very lucky from Alonso. What a game, man. What a game this was. Pretty sure the video might get taken down for me showing this, but who cares? There we go. Lovely penalty. Andrei Shevchenko. Awful penalty. Awful penalty. Pretty much what he does for Chelsea as well. But let's see what time this draw should be soon. I mean, the BT schedule is only for half an hour, so you would expect, fingers crossed, that the draw takes place soon. Let's stop sharing that for a minute. Let's get the draw up and ready so you guys can see it on here as well. Normally I don't like using the BBC, but we'll find one of these streams that we can use, or one of these websites that will be able to display on here as well. I'd love to know who everyone thinks will win the Champions League this year, because, you know, there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of good teams in there. Liverpool, is it written in the stars for Liverpool to do it again? Istanbul, all those years later. You look at PSG. I mean, Tottenham don't normally do well in the you know, under Conte, or Conte doesn't really do well in Europe. But, you know, you look at Man City, you look at PSG, Borussia Dortmund, who look like they're really good. Bayern Munich as well. Bayern Munich are dominating. I've watched them a couple of times, and, you know, they're scary. They remind me of Liverpool a few seasons ago when Klopp first took over and installed his way of working at Liverpool. But Bayern Munich are a force going forward, you know. So I think like I said, it's really difficult to tell. Someone asked me the other day about Chelsea. I don't see it. I don't see Chelsea. Yeah, I don't see Chelsea at all doing anything really this season under Graham Potter. Difficult performance at the weekend. But yeah, this just didn't look good at all. But I think we're about to get underway, if I'm not mistaken. I think, let's have a look what's going on here. Couple of handshakes. Let's see what's going on. It's always the thing with these draws as well, because you just want to know who you're playing. You don't really care about all the formalities. You don't really care about who's doing the draw. You don't really care about all the little presentations they want to try and do. But yeah, you know, you want to. In fact, I'm going to be back very soon. One second, I'll be back very, very soon. Right, let's go. Let's see what's going on. Trying to find you guys on here, how we can see the draw live. Maybe we should just try the UEFA site. I mean, surely the UEFA site is showing, or having something happens to get the draw up. No, if we can't, because I don't want to play the live stream. But if we can't, then what we'll do is I'll just tell you who's who and who's playing what. Here we go. I think I've got it actually. Pretty much getting under the way here, guys. So let's see who gets who. More formalities, more people coming on. Let's just get on with the draw, guys. Come on, let's go. It's always the way with these things. They always want to. Someone's got to be paid to talk for 5 minutes. I don't know why they don't just do the draw. Let's hope we don't have another draw like I think it was last year. I think it was last year where they had to redo the draw because of a catastrophe. They had to redo the draw, if you remember. Let me know your thoughts as well. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, all of that stuff. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about who you want to see your team face in the next round of the Champions League. It takes so long doing these things. It takes way too long. Just get the balls ready, get the balls out. We don't want to hear you talk. We just want to know who we're playing in the next round. Just as a quick reminder to anybody, quickly show you the guys who everyone can play in the next round. So again, we've got the group winners being Napoli, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Manchester City, Porto, Tottenham, Real Madrid, and Benfica. We've got our group runners up as Liverpool, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Dortmund, Club Brugge, Frankfurt, RB Leipzig, and Paris Saint-Germain. And I think the draw is actually started at last. Thank you. Let's go. So the first one out is RB Leipzig. So RB Leipzig is the first team drawn. They'll be at home. Obviously, they can't play Bayern Munich. They can't play Real Madrid. So it'll be interesting to see who they get because they're really good. I like the way that there we go. It's coming up on the screen as well. Perfect. So it'll be interesting who they get because I think they're doing really well. We had them in our group. They played really well in both their games. Some really good teams in there as well. Oh, they got Manchester City. They got Manchester City. I think that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. Timo Werner, good game. I'm looking forward to that one. Manchester City away as well. First leg for them will be away, so that'd be tough. That'd be tough for Manchester City. Again, Pep, Porto all over again. You feel like he's got to win it. Club Brugge is the next team out of the pot. Club Brugge again. They can't play Porto. Club Brugge. I haven't really watched Club Brugge this season, especially in the Champions League, or I don't know how they're doing domestically, so I can't really give you an assessment of them. But going back to Man City, you do feel Pep has to win the Champions League with Manchester City before he leaves. He has to win the biggest trophy that they can win alongside the World Club Cup. But next team's being drawn out. Who will it be? Benfica. Club Brugge versus Benfica is the next one. I think that's another good, tasty tie. I think, I like Benfica. I think they looked very strong in their group stages, but again, they aren't the best defensively as well. And obviously they do really well domestically. Liverpool have been drawn out, so Liverpool is next. The next team to come out of the pots, and again they can't play Tottenham, Chelsea, or Napoli. So it only leaves Porto, Bayern Munich, or Real Madrid, I believe. Some tough fixtures. Any of those teams is tough. Whoever they get, any of those teams is tough. So good luck to whoever they get. But we'll see who Liverpool will face. Liverpool, I think, are at Anfield first as well, so that'd be good for them. They'll be happy with a home tie. Real Madrid, Liverpool versus Real Madrid. There's the first taste. I did say it was going to be tasty. That's the first tasty fixture. Liverpool against Real Madrid is the third match to be drawn out of the last 16 Champions League for this season. Anfield first, then they've got a massive tie at the Bernabeu. We've been there as Chelsea fans. We know what it's like. We've done it. So, good luck to Liverpool. AC Milan is the next team out. This is for the fourth match. Again, they can't face Chelsea as they were in their group, and they won't face Napoli either. I'm looking forward to that Liverpool. That Liverpool game is going to be very, very interesting. Liverpool will have to be defensively on job. They have to be on their job 100%. So AC Milan will play Tottenham. Tottenham, another English club. Tottenham, wow, San Siro. It's Antonio Conte as well. Wow. Ledley King raises a bit of an eyebrow. That's a good fixture as well. It's a really good fixture. Difficult teams to face if you're an English side as well. Liverpool is Real Madrid. Frankfurt is next out of the pot. So Frankfurt will be at home again. They can't play Bayern Munich. Now, hopefully, I would take Frankfurt as a Chelsea fan. I would take them. I'd love to see Frankfurt versus Chelsea, but we'll soon find out. Of course, it's not going to be Chelsea. We're going to get PSG. Napoli is very strong again domestically. Done very well in their group stage in the Champions League. Can't really see past Napoli, but Frankfurt as well. Credit to them. Good match, a very good match. Not as good as Liverpool, Real Madrid, or Milan, Tottenham. I think those are the two key standouts at the moment. Next team is being drawn out. Borussia Dortmund. Very well domestically again. They obviously can't play Bayern Munich, so this could be another Chelsea or Porto fixture coming up. Yeah, I really wouldn't want to play Borussia Dortmund. If I'm being honest, they look very dangerous on the counter attack. They're a very good team, very youthful, with the experience at the back as well. Of course, it's Chelsea and Dortmund. So Dortmund versus Chelsea first. Really good fixture. Really good fixture. Difficult fixture, but we'll do our best there. It's a difficult game. Jude Bellingham coming to see what he's hopefully signing for in the summer. Okay, who we got next? I think that's Inter Milan. Inter Milan are next to be drawn out. Again, they can't play Bayern Munich, so the only team that is available for them is Porto, I believe. So, yep, it will be Inter Milan versus Porto. Interesting game. There's some tasty fixtures in there. Tasty fixtures. Really tasty fixtures. So you'd expect the last one then to be PSG. At home against Bayern Munich. I told you there was going to be some tasty thing. Now, that is a tasty fixture. That is a really tasty fixture. PSG versus Bayern Munich. So there you have it. RB Leipzig, Manchester City, Club Brugge against Benfica, Liverpool versus Real Madrid, another standout fixture. AC Milan versus Tottenham, Frankfurt versus Napoli, Borussia Dortmund versus Chelsea, Inter Milan versus Porto, and PSG versus Bayern Munich. Some really tasty fixtures in that there. I'm liking that. As I said before, if you go back to the video, you'll see the dates that they're being played. I think it's 14th and 15th of February, and then the 21st, 22nd of February, I think. But what a draw. I'm happy with that. I'm happy as a Chelsea fan, Borussia Dortmund. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as well about your team. If your team's still in the Champions League, are you excited about the draw? Who you've got in the next in the last 16, the next round? Can you go all the way and win it? Liverpool fans, let me know. Obviously, it's in Istanbul. It's a place close to your hearts. Can you do part 2 of that night in Istanbul? But this has been Theo Style of Play. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, please. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and give us a thumbs up as well. Appreciate everyone that's tuned in as well. Style of Play Football. We'll be back later on with another live, so don't forget about that one. We'll be talking the Premier League, we'll be talking the Championship as well, and all things World Cup, going into that in a couple of weeks. So make sure you're back for that live later. Hit the social accounts and you won't miss it out anyway. So just make sure you hit all the social accounts as well and follow all of them. This has been Theo Style of Play for tuning in. I'll be back soon with another video.